the sorcerers, they know what these things are, and they use them, and they have to believe it. Oh, I'm speaking too much. Wait for
Why
the
do
video,
you keep
please.
saying you're speaking too much, Tarek? Because are you running on like a schedule? The truth is, if I'm giving like da'wah about my religion, or I'm telling people about something that's true, I'm not holding back anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even if I sound crazy, the fact that I know it, I'm not holding it back. Even as much as I'm gonna keep on saying it, trying to convince people, trying to find new ways of telling them, but I'm not gonna hold back any information from them. I'm gonna pour everything out, and then
Right, I'm gonna show you guys something. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Oh, alright.
who you gonna get in trouble with, Eric?
Show you the truth about emojis, right?
But the sooner we know, the better. You sound like what them conspiracy theorists talk about Americans holding back information because they're worried about the public panicking.
Everybody here wants to know the secrets about the emojis. So, okay, I'm gonna explain something about this. So these were symbols in the Quran when there's a ayat that says when the truth came to them, they threw the books behind their backs, and they followed what the devils have taught them. And the children of Israel, what their belief was, especially after Shaitan, he showed them that look, Suleiman kept these books under his throne. So they had this belief that Suleiman used devils to basically do his bidding. And we know that Suleiman never disbelieved. The Quran clears up this exactly. Now these sigils are called the 72 lesser keys of Suleiman. So these are the demons that the children of Israel, especially the ones that practice Kabbalah and geometry, they said that these are the demons that Suleiman used to invoke upon, and you can do it too. And what they do is they basically have these sigils, and they teach you in this grimoire, in this book, how to invoke these demons and how to use them. And one of them was called Asmodeus, and this is in their folklore. And there's also the mention of Baal, which is Baal, which is in the Quran. And Allah even says you invoke Baal.
Well,
Now the thing about amulets, guys, is within amulets you have to do inscriptions. For example, if you try to go get a tawiz, there you have to do some sort of inscription. You know, that's why it's best, like, just stay away from it. It's not even worth it. Most of the time the guy is trying to put a spell on you. Okay, the thing about sigils is sigils can also be hidden, and this is why many of the times we see amulets and they say, oh, it's only Quran, and you look at it, it looks like Quran, but then they hide little things in there from the shayateen. And it's the same thing with the sigils. Yeah, okay, you're saying these are signs, not emojis. Now we'll get to okay, now Tariq, show them.
Okay, so these are basically modern forms of shirk. You're basically, when you use these, you're invoking these devils. You have been committing shirk without realizing it.
The other thing you have to understand is you're still creating a face, right? You should not be competing with Allah in creation, and they serve no purpose. We wanted to release an entire video. Explaining from A to Z what it says in the Quran, what happened during the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because somebody, if you guys remember, they put a spell on Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they tied knots. That was one of the ways. But like, if we would have just came and showed this, the people wouldn't have believed. But if we explained it from the Quran and using the false gods mentioned in the Quran, then the people would have understood. Yeah, you're right, Akhi. You're right. I agree with you. This information should have been brought out. But guys, just be careful. And here's another thing. There are actually, yeah, how is it more? Now there are actually witches that use the emojis for their magic.